Ever pondered on the concept of infinity and where we fit into the grand cosmos? It's a vast and intriguing thought, isn't it? As we tread through the journey of life, we often forget our inherent connection with the universe, forgetting that we are part of something much larger, much grander than our physical selves. This brings us to the Tao, a concept that originated from ancient Chinese philosophy. The Tao represents the natural order of the universe. It is the source of all life, boundless and immeasurable, much like the concept of infinity itself. The Tao is everywhere and in everything, connecting us all in an intricate web of life. Living from an infinite perspective means going beyond the confines of our physical identity. It means recognizing ourselves not merely as human beings, but as infinite beings intertwined with the universe. It's about tapping into the boundless creative energy of the Tao, an energy that is as inexhaustible as the universe itself. Imagine for a moment that you are not just a person, but a part of the cosmos, connected to the infinite energy of the Tao. When you realize this, you begin to see the world differently. Problems that once seemed insurmountable become mere challenges, waiting to be overcome. You start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. Aligning with the Tao is like aligning with the rhythm of the universe. It's about letting go of the illusion of control and surrendering to the flow of life. This doesn't mean that we become passive. On the contrary, it empowers us to act with wisdom and compassion, guided by the infinite wisdom of the Tao. So, as we navigate through the complexities of life, let's remember our place in the universe, our connection with the Tao. Let's remember that we are not just physical beings, but infinite beings, capable of immense creativity and resilience. This energy is inexhaustible, and when you align with it, you can overcome limitations. The fourth verse of Tao invites you to rethink yourself as an infinite being. Delving into the profound wisdom of the fourth verse of the Tao, we are encouraged to consider ourselves as infinite beings. This concept might seem complex, but let's make it simple. Imagine yourself as a vessel of boundless energy, a conduit for the limitless power of the Tao. This energy is the lifeblood of the universe, flowing through every living thing, connecting us all, and it's inexhaustible. Now picture this limitless energy as a river, ever flowing, ever giving, nurturing the earth and everything in its path. When you align with the Tao, you become like this river, gaining the ability to give, to nurture, to help others without depleting your own resources. But how do we align with the Tao, one might ask? It begins with awareness of the Tao's omnipresence, its constant, unwavering existence within and around us. This awareness eliminates thoughts of shortage or lack. Because when you truly understand that the Tao is limitless, that it is the source of all life, you realize that you too are limitless. This shift in perspective can be transformative. Suddenly, you're not just a tiny, insignificant speck in the universe, but a being of infinite potential. You're not just a creature of physicality, but a spiritual entity, an integral part of the vast, interconnected web of life. With this understanding, you start to see the world differently. You recognize that there's enough for everyone, that the universe is abundant. You stop seeing life as a competition, a race to grab as much as you can before it runs out. Instead, you see it as a journey, an opportunity to grow, to learn, to give, and to receive. You stop focusing on the temporary, the fleeting, the ephemeral. You begin to see beyond the physical, beyond the tangible, to the eternal, to the Tao. You realize that your true identity is not bound by time, space, or physicality, but is intertwined with the infinite creative energy of the Tao. And with this realization comes a profound sense of peace and contentment. You understand that no matter what happens, no matter what challenges you face, you have the power to overcome them, because you're not just dealing with them on your own, but with the strength and wisdom of the Tao. This is the essence of the fourth verse of the Tao. It's not just about understanding your infinite nature, but about living from this understanding. It's about letting go of fear, doubt, and scarcity, and embracing love, trust, and abundance. It's about living not just for yourself, but for the benefit of all. So, as you navigate the journey of life, remember the wisdom of the fourth verse of the Tao. Remember your infinite nature, your connection with the Tao, and let this knowledge guide your actions, your decisions, your interactions. You begin to expect positive outcomes, living an inspired life in touch with the Tao. In our modern era, facing problems from the perspective of the eternal Tao means recognizing the abundance available. It's a simple yet profound truth. We live in a world with unlimited resources, yet so often we perceive scarcity where there is plenty. The Tao teaches us to see beyond these illusions, to recognize the boundless energy and potential that surrounds us and is within us. Affirming that everything you need is present is not just a feel-good mantra. It's a fundamental shift in perspective. It's about acknowledging the limitless energy of the Tao that pulsates in every atom, every cell, every breath. When you affirm that everything you need is present, you're not just hoping or dreaming. You're recognizing the truth of your existence, the fact that you are part of the Tao, and thus have access to its inexhaustible energy. This realization directs your actions. You begin to act not out of fear or lack, but out of a deep understanding of abundance. But how do we maintain this perspective? How do we stay in harmony with the Tao amidst the noise and distractions of our modern lives? It's about focusing on the eternal creative source. It's about realizing that the Tao is not somewhere out there in the distant cosmos, but right here, within you, within every moment. It's about recognizing that the challenges we face are not roadblocks, but opportunities for growth and expansion. Worry and stress become temporary glitches in the grand scheme of things. From the perspective of the Tao, these concerns fade away, revealing the eternal reality that lies beneath. The ups and downs, the twists and turns of life, they all smooth out when we align our thoughts with the Tao. When we stop fighting against the current and start flowing with it, we find that life's challenges are not obstacles, but stepping stones leading us to greater awareness and understanding. Align your thoughts with the Tao to smooth out life's challenges. Remember, you are not a finite being struggling in a harsh world. You are an infinite being, aligned with the limitless energy of the Tao, capable of transforming challenges into opportunities and living a life of abundance, harmony, and joy. The fifth verse of Tao emphasizes the impartiality of heaven and earth. Picture this: a world where the sun rises and sets, the rain falls, and the wind blows, without any discrimination. This is the impartiality of heaven and earth, a concept deeply embedded in the fifth verse of Tao. The sage, like heaven and earth, treats everyone equally, giving without conditions. It's an idea that invites us to embrace the same perspective in our lives. The sage, in Taoist philosophy, is a symbol of wisdom and virtue. They embody the principles of Tao, living in harmony with the natural world and the flow of life. The sage doesn't differentiate between the deserving and undeserving, the good and the bad, or the rich and the poor. They give freely and unconditionally, just as the sun shines and the rain falls, nourishing all life on earth without distinction. This boundless generosity mirrors the Tao's infinite energy. It's an approach that encourages us to be open-hearted, to give without expecting anything in return. It's about letting go of our preconceived judgments and biases, to embrace a more inclusive and compassionate way of being. The fifth verse also presents an intriguing analogy. The space between heaven and earth is like a bellows. It may seem empty, but it is inexhaustible. This metaphor speaks to the boundless potential of the Tao. Just like a bellows which, despite appearing empty, is capable of producing a powerful force, the Tao, though unseen and intangible, is an infinite source of energy and potential. But how do we tap into this energy? The verse advises us to hold on to the center. This means staying connected to our inner truth, our core essence. It's about finding that quiet space within us where we are in touch with our authentic selves and the flow of the Tao. By holding on to this center, we can navigate the ebbs and flows of life with grace and resilience. We can live in a state of harmony, both with ourselves and the world around us. Holding on to the center and finding truth within brings harmony. So what have we learned today? We've delved into the Tao, the limitless source of all life, and discovered the profound truth it holds. We've explored the concept of living from an infinite perspective, seeing beyond our physical identity to tap into Tao's boundless creative energy. This energy, as we learned, is inexhaustible, and aligning with it allows us to overcome limitations. From the fourth verse, we've understood the significance of rethinking ourselves as infinite beings. By connecting with the Tao's limitless energy, we can find the time and energy to help others. And from the fifth verse, we've gleaned that treating everyone equally, giving without conditions, and finding truth within brings harmony. In our modern era, we've learned to address challenges from the perspective of the eternal Tao, focusing on the eternal creative source and affirming that everything we need is present. Remember, as an infinite observer, concerns fade away and the eternal reality becomes apparent. Stay aligned with the Tao and let it guide you through life's challenges.